Hi guys, so it's officially the 1st of December. That means Christmas nail season. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm very excited about this. So here is my first Christmassy YouTube video. I am very excited, I'm like a big kid at Christmas. So here we have a brand new set. So I have applied my crystal glass tips. I have prepped on my client's nails and I've done a nice super thin clear layer ready for me to work on top of. So the colour that I'm using here is CJP's Vamp. Now this is the most perfect red. Absolutely perfect for Christmas. It's just stunning. It is the perfect Christmas red. So what I'm doing is I've placed a bead right at the cuticle, and as you can see, I'm working as dry as possible in a very cold salon. I'm just applying this to the cuticle area and I am building a nice wall because this is going to be our geometric nail. So sort of kind of candy cane style. So what I'm doing is I am pushing my acrylic up and building a wall, and then I'm patting it out to keep it, I want to say nice and flat, but not too flat because you want to build your apex with this. So try and use strength powders if you can to make your life a little bit easier. So we're going to leave that to set now, and then we're going to move on to the ring finger. Now the ring finger, I am doing a full colour. I'm using CJP's Vamp again. And the colour is, it's lovely, it really is. It's just, again, it's the perfect red. It's not too bright, but it's not too dark. And I have got, I think I ordered about 5 pots of this to get me through this month. I hope it's enough. Really hope it's enough. So I've just popped that on at the cuticle area. I'm just making sure that I'm happy with my placement now. And then I'm going to start pulling this down the nail, leaving quite a bit of product at the cuticle ready for my apex, to build my apex. And then I'm just pulling this down. So this is a strength powder, guys, remember, so there is no need to cap and clear at all. So I'm just stretching this last bit of acrylic down just to meet that free edge. Making sure it's nice and neat, which means minimal filing later on. You can see me giving my brush a really good clean out there. Try and clean your brush out quite a bit before you pop it in your monomer because you will end up with quite cloudy monomer. So now I'm going to move on to the little finger. Now on the little finger I've used quite a few glitters. So let me try and get these right. So the first glitter that I'm going to place on is Santa Suit, and I have mixed this with Crystal Queen. I had to think then, but I got there in the end. So this is Santa Suit. So the Santa Suit is a matte white glitter with a red metallic mix in there as well. And then the Crystal Queen is a gorgeous white silver. Now, I don't tend to work with a lot of matte glitters just because they tend to stick to your brush, and they're not the easiest of glitters to move around. As you can see there, it clumps together and sticks to your brush. It doesn't really want to move that well. It kind of does what it wants to do rather than what you want it to do. But I will make an exception for a beauty like this. I do love this. So this is Santa Suit and Crystal Queen, both available from Diamond Glitters. So I'm just filling up this nail, working nice and thinly as always, just making sure that everywhere's covered. So just little small patty motions just to move the glitter around and just fill the entire nail. I really do love this glitter. And my client wasn't too sure on the white, she wanted a bit of silver in there, so like I say, I just added that little bit of Crystal Queen. I just think it broke it up a little bit for her. And then we tied silver in later on, as you'll see. So now I'm just adding a quick whitewash over of Sangria Multimix. So this is Sangria Metallic Multimix. Just adding just a little bit more red in there because I didn't want the nails to be too white. Just patting into place. Then we are going to come back to our index finger, and using a 150 grit file, we're going to file this in. So the same as you would filing a smile line, you want your file flat against that acrylic, filing it at a proper 90-degree angle, so nice and flat and straight. So giving it a dust off, and then we're going to go in with our next colour. So what I decided to do on the next band of colour was I used the Crystal Queen glitter. So nice little bead. So when I'm placing the glitter on, you'll see that I'm trying to get it as neat as possible and as thin as possible, because obviously there's no strength in this glitter. We need to cap it in crystal glass. You see, I'm just making sure that that whole band has got a nice layer of glitter on, but then it's not too thick, because as I say, we've still got our clear acrylic to go on top of there. So I'm just pushing these last little bits up now, making sure it's nice and neat and everything's where I want it to be. Then we're going to go over with our clear acrylic. So the clear acrylic is crystal glass as always. It is the clearest acrylic in the world. So I'm just patting that into place, not worrying if I'm going over my previous colour, because as I said, we've got that nice wall in there what I've filed, so I know that when I come to finish file this nail, that wall will be, it'll come through, and that crisp, you'll see that crisp line. So I'm just using my brush just to push that up and build a wall again, ready for my next colour to go up to. And just patting it down, and again pushing it up. So then back to the rest of the nails. So on the middle nail I am doing a glitter ombre. So I'm starting at the cuticle area with the darker glitter, which is Sangria Metallic Multimix again. This is an absolutely gorgeous red. It's a really, really deep, deep red. I think this is going to be massively popular this year. You know, just for the clients who, some clients like to go all out and do the red, green and gold, and basically do, like, I call them Santa throw up nails. I don't know if I should, but I do. So for the clients who just like that little bit of red, or like a classy Christmas nail as opposed to a sort of a gimmicky Christmas nail. So I think this is going to be hugely popular. I think I've got 3 pots of this ready. So at the free edge area I'm going to apply the Crystal Queen again. So I'm just applying over my blend area. So I'm just, as you can see, I'm just patting, but I'm pulling up little bits of glitter into the red to make sure they blend nicely. So I'm just pushing that out to side walls. But I did another little bead because obviously the whole free edge, sorry, wasn't fully covered. So I'm just bringing that up just so it blends nicely into that red. And then I'm just going to add a very little bead of the red glitter just to bring it down, and then pat it into place. So then we are going to move on to, well, back should I say, to our index finger. So I'm going to file this in again in exactly the same way as I filed my red. My file nice and flat up against the band of colour I've just done. Then we are going to apply our white. So I'm just pushing that right up and a little bit over my previous colour. nice little motions, remembering that you are building your structure when you're applying these colours, so make sure you are working thick enough. Don't try and work too thin, because then you're going to have to cap and clear and you'll lose those nice crisp lines. It won't look as clear and you won't get that clarity. So patting down and then pushing up. So it's going to be like sort of a candy cane effect nail, but like a little bit different. It's not just red, white, red, white, red, white. I've added little bits of glitter in there as well. Because it's Christmas and you can never have too much glitter at Christmas. That's what I'm going with anyway. So then moving on to the thumb. So the thumb was just a nice simple full glitter, so I'm using the Crystal Queen, which is the perfect white silver glitter. Look at that. It is amazing. I have searched high and low for a perfect white silver glitter. This is it. I used to have one from another company. I'm not going to name any names, but the glitter to make, because it was a mix of, I think it's about 4 or 5 different glitters, used to cost me £15 to £18, depending on where I got it from, to make the white silver glitter that I wanted. And then obviously the lovely Danielle found this little beauty, and I think it's, oh my god, I hope I'm right, I'm sure this is £2. £2 a pot compared to £18 is ridiculous. But please don't make this like cherry cola and go and buy it all, because I need to order some more because I've only got 2 pots and it's Christmas, so don't go and buy it all yet. Let me get some too, please. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cap the whole set, except obviously the index finger. So we're going to keep filing those lines and building up with another colour, filing, building up again. I'm going to keep doing that obviously the whole way down until the nail is finished. So I'm capping using crystal glass, just getting my cuticle area in, getting my side walls in. And then we're just pulling that bead down. My dog's starting to snore in the background again as usual. She always knows when I'm doing a voiceover. She thinks, I know, I'm gonna lay here and snore. Bloody dog. She's looking at me now as if I'm sat here slagging her off, aren't you? So yeah, we're just pulling that bead down, making sure I've covered the whole nail. As I say, I'm going to cap the rest of these and carry on with the candy cane nail, and then we're going to file them all in. Now I really wanted you guys to see me file in the candy cane nail, but I got a little bit too excited and forgot to film it, so I do apologise. So here's the nails all filed in and ready for top coat. So my client decided against the full red nail. She said she wanted even more glitter. Personally, I think I probably could have left it the plain red, but she wanted more glitter, and like I say, it's Christmas, so who am I to judge? So I put on more glitter. So I'm top coating using a non-wipe top coat. This is the Gel Bottle Inks Extreme Shine top coat, and I'm placing under my little gem tray, which are available from Diamond Glitters, and then I am pouring over Sangria Metallic. There we go. I knew it would come out eventually. This is the Sangria Metallic. So I'm just putting it all over the nail, and then I'm dipping the free edge into making sure it's completely covered, and then tapping off any excess. So remember, that is onto a uncured layer, so that is a wet layer of non-wipe top coat. And then I have to admit, when she said she wanted glitter on it, I was a bit like, oh really? That's a bit too much. But once I did it, I was like, yeah, no, you are right. The client is always right, remember guys. Client is always right. And I think that red and that silver together look absolutely amazing. And here's our lovely candy cane nail. And then you can really see that come through now when you top coat. They are time consuming, I'm not going to lie, they do take time, but I honestly think they're worth it. I honestly love them. Just remember, if you are going to do any geometric design, remember, like I've just said, it takes time. So book out enough time and charge accordingly. Like, I know it's still acrylic design, but it's a little bit different from doing a full glitter to one of those nails. So here is the finished set. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I can't wait to see you try and recreate these. Don't forget to tag me and like, share and subscribe.